Hey you guys, it's Nicole Dion, and I asked you guys on Facebook if you were interested in hearing a little bit about the Diva Cup. The response was pretty overwhelming and also very mixed between I'm already using one or yes, I want to know more. So I thought I'd hop on here really quick. It's a really beautiful day here in Edmond, Oklahoma. So I have my back door open. I am here at the studio in between appointments, filming right now. So the Diva Cup. Okay, so the last time that I started my period, I had to run to the store and get tampons because I was at work and didn't have anything on me at the time. So I went over to Walgreens, which is just down the street here. And as I was getting my usual, I saw the Diva Cup. It has been out a while. I never bought one because I'm like, how on earth is this cuppy thing even fit up there? I know that sounds dumb, but it's like, okay, how does that work? You know, with the tampon, you just like slide it in, pull it out, it's easy. So I bought tampons and a Diva Cup. So I gave it a try this last cycle, and I was pretty surprised that I actually like it. I think I still have some kinks to work out just a little bit, just as far as like when you put it in, exactly the placement. I think there's a learning curve a little bit, but overall, I like it. So a little bit about my menstrual cycles. I have an IUD, a copper IUD. It's non-hormonal. So it can cause heavier menstrual cycles. And when I say heavy, I mean, it's like the floodgates just open up. My cycles are typically very light and easy, not a lot of cramping. And then got this IUD, and it's like, what the heck? There's a puddle. There's like so much that I have to wear a tampon plus a pad, and you just feel, you know, yucky and miserable on your period just because you know what I'm talking about if you're a girl and menstruate or have menstruated. But this, oh, and not only do the floodgates open, but you know, at night, the whole leakage stuff. I mean, I feel like every menstrual period since I've had my IUD for the last 3 years has just been a mess. So I get the Diva Cup, and I don't even feel like I was on my period, other than you know, having to take the cup out, dump it out, wash it out, and you know, reinsert it. But at night, I didn't have the whole like leaking through my, you know, Super Duty tampon and pad and having to go clean myself up. I mean, it was just like not having a period. I don't know if you who have used this cup before or a cup similar know what I'm talking about. Like, it's just a different experience. You don't have all that mess. So one of the reasons I originally avoided buying one is I'm thinking, who wants to put their hands, you know, up there and grab this cup and you know, and get all yuck. But, you know, when you pull out a tampon, if you have a heavy period, you kind of can't avoid that to some degree anyway. So really, this isn't any messier. I feel like for me, it's actually been a little bit cleaner because the concentration is in this cup, and if there's any little bit of residue on the outside, it's not that big of a deal. You're gonna wash your hands anyway, and you just don't have that mess. You know, when you remove a tampon, sometimes you just have a mess. But this kind of avoids all that. So the ease of wearing it, so like I said, it's a little bit of a learning curve. It's like, how in the heck do you put this in? I'll have to do a how-to video coming up. It's relatively easy. There are 2 sizes, one for those of you who haven't had kids yet, and another size for us ladies who have had kids. And it really holds quite a bit of fluid, so I didn't have to change. You can change it out basically like every 12 hours. There's a walking path behind me. And so you kind of get acquainted with like your cycle, how often do you have to change it out, and I think it's pretty awesome. And on a fun side note, moon cycles, have any of you looked into that? It's pretty fascinating just how us women in nature and how our body rhythms are, it goes with the moon. So we either are women who flow with the building of the full moon or on a full moon, or women who menstruate with the new moon, and there's different meanings for that. So look that up, that's kind of fun. I menstruate with the full moon or the moon that is becoming full. No, it's waxing and waning. So I think a waxing moon is getting fuller. So that's my cycles with a waxing moon. And then the waning moon is when it starts to go back down into a new moon. I think I got that right. If I didn't, then it's the opposite, but I'm pretty sure I got it right. Anyway, I think that's kind of a fun thing to learn about your cycle. You know, it's sometimes we consider it like such a curse to have a period. But if we can look at it a little bit different and work with our moon cycles, it can be very empowering, which is pretty awesome. And just having the experience of menstruating every month, if you are still in that, we have the opportunity as women in general to just shed the old every month and then start anew. And that's with everything in life. So I think it's pretty fascinating how that can just correlate, like our menstrual cycles can correlate to so many different things in life, and how it does follow the flow of the moon. So check that out. Feel empowered having a menstrual cycle. If you feel brave, try the Diva cup. It's not as terrifying as I thought it was going to be. You will have to boil the cup before you use it, so don't buy it on the go. Kind of plan this out a little bit, and especially if you've had kids, it's fairly easy to get out because you kind of know how to, you know, motivate your body to release things, so it's not too hard. I'm sure you gals that haven't had kids yet might be a little trickier, but I know that there's plenty of YouTube videos out there how to put one in and how to take one out. But when I get the chance, I will make a video on how to put it in, take it out, all that stuff. We'll just talk about all that nitty-gritty stuff about the Diva cup. So anyway, there is my take on it. Awesome for you ladies who have been using the Diva cup for quite some time now. I am technically a newbie, but I am glad that I have joined the ranks. And here's the thing, like, it will totally pay for itself, because I think it's like $40, but it'll pay for itself when you're not buying tampons every single month at what? Isn't it like $10, $15 a box every month? And some people have to have more than one box. So I usually use about a box and a half. And that, this experience with the Diva Cup, not going through all those tampons and not having to stop and change your tampon throughout the day, or the leakage throughout the day. My gosh, like how many times have I been on my feet working and it's like, okay, I'll be right back. I've got to go take care of this now, because if you don't take care of it, you leak through your pants. And before I hop off here, I will tell you one embarrassing story that happened quite recently, which was back in November. Went to a really lovely dinner with a friend of mine, and we went to go see live theater that night after dinner. And I was on my cycle, had a tampon and a pad, and when I got up from the dinner table, I had leaked through onto the white chair. Yes, that is the walk of shame I had to do that particular night. So if you have a Diva Cup, that won't happen. So I think maybe that might have been slightly the motivation behind it, maybe subconsciously, of giving it a try. But I really did not experience any leakage with the Diva Cup, except for like one time when I didn't have it quite inserted correctly. Like I said, there is a learning curve, so just work with it, stay with it. I'm definitely gonna use it my next cycle, and hopefully the next and the next and the next. So not only is it awesome for your body, but it's great for the environment too. Oh, look at this day. It is crazy beautiful, and it's supposed to snow this coming weekend. I don't know if the forecast has changed, because you know it changes all the time, but there's a beautiful walking path back here. This is Fink Park, and these trees are gorgeous. This is what I get to look at while I'm at work. Isn't it beautiful, you guys? All right, I hope that you took something from this video. Give a Diva Cup a try. Check out your moon cycles, and I'm gonna hop off here now and get ready for my next appointment. All right, you guys, I'll see you soon. If you have any questions, post them in the comments below, or any comments or your experiences with it. Be sure you are subscribed to my channel. Follow me on Instagram and Facebook. I'm looking forward to connecting with you. All right, chat soon.